restraint, which I'm sponsoring. I'm sponsoring it not only because I'm president of the Howard League, but because I was involved in the preparation of a report a long time ago now, which led to a good deal of discussion on restraint and which has led somewhat later to these hearings. I'm very grateful to our four witnesses today, Nick Hardwick, Paul Cook, Eric Baskin and Malcolm Stevens, whom I shall introduce separately in due course. I think, however, we're going to start out, Miss Francis, with a short recording of a few words from that will be spoken by staff of the Howard League, but will represent what young people feel when restrained. The words are those of the young people themselves. The speakers are Howard League staff.
There are lots of ways you can stop someone hurting themselves or injuring you without restraining them. The govs just run and attack a young person, and it's not just one member of staff that's moves, and it aggravates the young person. It's going to make you more angry, not less. I've seen 3 stamp on one young person, one on his head, one on his right arm, one on his left. Because the young person wasn't having it, the member of staff needed in the ribs. You hear about it too. You go to prison, you have other young people telling you about it. It will get you more angry. It should be about cooling you down, take them somewhere soft where they can let their anger out. That's not the way prisons work. They just make you more worse. If you swear at them, they'll call you back. If you're defending yourself, it's always your word against them. You never win, but they can assault you. What can you do? Put a complaint in? Their words are always going to be more powerful than yours. The gov will always believe their staff over you. If you had to estimate how many govs were bullied at school, it would be high. Their way of getting revenge for you bullied them, stole from them, assaulted them is to punish us all. That's my opinion. They're not doing it because they want to help. They're doing it because they enjoy it, like the pay, or want to get their own back. Police are the biggest gang in the world. Prisons are like that too. They've got the uniform, they're violent, they can hurt you. Govs will never say they are wrong. Even if they have to change the story around, they will.
My personal experience being a female with PCC and restraint was whilst I was at Medway SCC. I was wrongfully restrained. I asked a member of staff for me to go to my room because I was upset and frustrated. The member of staff didn't allow me to do this, telling me to say please nicely, knowing that I'm in a mood and in for a violent crime. At this point, I'd never been restrained. She went on trying to incite me. She then grabbed me for no reason, which then made me hit back. She called first response, where 4 grown men physically twisted and bent my limbs, telling me to get on my knees whilst I was in my room, the place I wanted to be in the first place, being continually hit behind the knees. Ever since that day, I've had issues with my shoulders and knees. Young people are people with feelings, some who may have had an abusive past, who see violence as an answer. Now, we're meant to be rehabilitated whilst in an ST setting, YOI or prison. But this system is a contradiction. We say violence is never the answer. However, PCC or restraint says it's acceptable in cases. Contradiction. The term eye for an eye comes to mind. Again, if someone has an abusive past, whether it's physical or mental, they tend to be the ones who are most likely to act aggressively. In my opinion, and from personally witnessing someone being PCC'd or restrained, it's horrific, and it could bring back memories, leaving them vulnerable, which makes me wonder about the suicide of Adam Rickwood, who was found hanging in his cell at Assockfield STC in 2004.